Hello. So I put out a video, I think it was maybe a week ago, maybe less than that. I did my hair. One of these, well, multiples of these, and it didn't turn out very well. And since then, I've washed my hair a couple times, and it's just gone back to the ombre and some more damage to the blonde that I did already before that. It's kind of looks a lot better now. I did just a regular coconut oil, in it yesterday all throughout, and then after I washed my hair, I kind of put a little bit back in the ends because they were pretty rough. But I have a wedding to go to this Sunday, and I'm not okay with this. It doesn't look as bad on camera, but in real life, I look like a ginger, and no. Originally, I was wanting to do my hair the blue violet, all my hair the blue violet, and it didn't work. I was like, whatever, I'm just gonna get rid of this blonde finally. But yeah, that didn't work out, and since then I've wrote it out, let my hair do what it was gonna do, and this is what it did. It did kind of, from the purple, tone out. I had some spots that like turned green. There's still a little bit that's green, but it's not nearly as bad as it was before I started. Like this right here. That's pretty chartreuse. Is that the right color? I don't know. Very pale green. I hope you guys can hear me. I'm in my bathroom. This is the only safe place to do this. And I can't put you over here by the mirror where I'm facing because there's a sink and a faucet there, and you're actually balanced on the back of my toilet on a box on a tripod, and you're charging, so but yeah, initially after that I was going to just stick to my regular splat, and well, it's Manic Panic splat combo. I think it's, I can't remember the name of the splat purple, but it was a deep purple color. I don't think it was the violet one. It's more of a purple one. And then the Manic Panic, it's ultraviolet. I had some of that left over from when I was initially mixing with conditioner to tone the blonde to help it out a little bit, but yeah. Where is my hairbrush? Oh, where is my hairbrush? Did I put it back in the drawer? No. Well, oh, there it is. Oops. Yeah, so initially I was just going to do this all over my entire head and try to get it all purple, but then I'm like, I'm almost positive I don't have enough, even with this, diluting it with conditioner. It's not going to be vibrant enough to do anything to this. I may still try. I'm going to do my ends first, focus on that, and I think I might actually, I don't know, it's going to be 50-50. Either I'm going to mix it enough to where it's going to color the ends purple, or it's going to be too much conditioner and it's only going to tone out the ends a little bit. Either way, I'm doing something to my hair, and at worst, this, I'll just put it up and hide it somehow in my hair for the wedding. And then for my roots, if I don't end up mixing enough of this to go all the way up, and if I do and it doesn't do anything, then I have some leftovers. Because like I said, when I do box size, it takes a few boxes, so I usually end up with an extra one just in case. So I have this one. Box is pretty beat up. It's been in there for a while, but it's been under the bathroom sink, you know, in the darkness. It should be okay. But This is Garnier Olia Oil Powered Permanent Color, 60% oil blend. This is in 4.0 dark brown. I've used this one before a while back, and it did pretty decent on my hair. Actually left it pretty nice. Or I have this Vital Sassoon 3VR London Luxe. It gives it kind of a violety purple color. I did this one before too, before I actually went into all the colors thing, and it turned out decent. The only problem is my hair doesn't hold it for very long, so it kind of almost faded out like a demi would. I believe it's a permanent. Let's see. It says permanent, but says up to 8 weeks. And then the Garnier, yes, that's a permanent as well, but like I said, my hair doesn't really hold these, and with the darker colors, it kind of, my natural hair color fades through, and it kind of just all blends together. But yeah, so we're gonna get this started before this takes forever, because it's already gonna take forever. I have a lot of hair, and I'm using this Goody Straight Talk. It's kind of like the wet brush. It's got the flimsy bristles, but then it's got the boar hairs underneath. I got this for my daughter because she's got tangly hair. It's in between my hair type and her father's. She's got a lot of it, but it's very fine. It's got a teeny bit of a wave. Not as much as mine. Just more straighter like her father's. But we all have long hair. I think my husband's is actually longer than mine now, because my blonde experience had to cut quite a bit of that off. But it actually works really good for detangling, and I've surprisingly, since using this, I occasionally, when I do dye my hair, I kept the old one. It's kind of, if you can see, it's kind of dyed purple. It's got some hairs in there, I'm sorry. But the Paul Mitchell Pro Tools 427 paddle brush. This is what I used all the time. It was always paddle brushes like this. I'll bust this one out so that I don't ruin this one for everybody else in the house. When I'm dyeing my hair, if I need to like brush it through to kind of incorporate the color, like no chemical ones, just the direct dye ones. But I've noticed since using this one and then going back to this one for that, I am so tender-headed. I don't know if that's good, bad. Like, well, I mean, it sucks for me because it's like you brush your hair with this and it's like, oh my God. But I guess this, you're not ripping your hair out as much, but I would think at the same time you're also not getting rid of the old stuff that needs to shed naturally. So I do notice a lot of times when I do brush my hair with this, I get in the shower and I still shed like crazy. And yeah. And this actually, like, I'm surprised. It goes through my hair pretty good, but I still have to usually work from my bottom up all the time with my hair because of the texture. It gets really tangly really easily. I get a dreadlock at the back of my neck when I wear a hoodie or anything like that, or a ponytail. But the coconut oil that's in it is kind of actually helping still to keep it detangled, so it's not as bad. Hopefully that coconut oil doesn't actually do anything with the dye. I wouldn't think it would though, because it's light enough that the dye should still be able to go through. And plus, I mean, I'm mixing this with conditioner anyways. So, yeah. I normally, any other time that I do this, I don't have any more of it. I used the last of it, I believe. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think I did finally use the last of it the last time I toned my hair. But, I think it was from Tresemme or Pantene, one of the two. But they have one that's silicone free, it's naturals. anything, like whatever. But it's silicone free and it's just white conditioner so that, you know, it helps with the dye instead of detracts the dye. But this time, complete experiment. We went through this phase. Well, it's not really a phase. Like, I still do my own toothpaste, natural deodorants and stuff. But we are trying to go healthier with our shampoos and conditioners too. But with us having long hair and my natural hair texture being thick and wavy, sometimes more curlier side, and my husband's being fine, thinner. Either way, with us having long hair, we need conditioner, and we need conditioner that works great. And this did not seem to do that. Oddly enough, it says it's supposed to smell like passion fruit. What is the name of this? Everyday Shea Conditioner. Moisturizing for all hair types. Certified fair trade shea butter, handcrafted and unrefined. Supposed to be scented like passion fruit. Non-GMO, shea, paraben-free, vegan, no animal testing, no synthetic fragrance, gluten-free, unrefined ingredients, blah, blah, blah. Alafia Empowerment. Yeah, so I got this at Whole Foods. That and the, Everyone's soap, for every kid. This is the Head, Shoulders, Knees, and Toes. So that's the body wash, bubble bath, shampoo, and then this was the conditioner. But this, I tried for a long time. I figured, you know what, I'm still working out all the buildup in my hair from the other stuff. Gave it a try. It was like off and on about a month, but it didn't. I had used so much of it and it did so little for me. The smell, oddly, I kind of like it. It smells kind of like the mixture of like a lipstick, like, you know, like not these ones that you get now that smell like cupcakes and icing and stuff. Just like the standard old lipstick that they used to have, that smell with Play-Doh, and then it's like sweet. It's weird, but I like it. It's not horrible, but yeah. Anyways, I didn't want to put it to waste, so I figured I would use it with this. Worst comes to worst, this doesn't work, and then I'll have to try something else, but whatever. So yeah, I brushed my hair out, and normally what I do when I'm just toning my hair, I lay down a garbage bag over my sink so I don't stain the sink. When it's mixed in with the conditioner, it's a little bit more forgiving, but still, this is, I don't own this house, this is a rental. Well, even if it was, I like to keep my mess secluded to one area. So I usually have a garbage bag on over the sink, a garbage bag at my feet, and then I have to pull it out, but I have a junk towel that I use just for myself for when I'm doing my hair. I usually just put on a dark t-shirt, whatever, or sometimes if I know like it's gonna be a mess, and yeah, I try to minimize that mess, I will literally put a garbage bag on like a fucking raincoat. Like cut the head through, the arms, and then I have these square shoulders, and I'll... But yeah, I didn't do that today because I don't really feel it's necessary. Like I said, it's going to have a lot of conditioner in it, and it's either going to just tone my hair and kind of get rid of some of this brassiness towards here, and hopefully kill some of that green and make it a little bit more blonde, caramely blonde color for the wedding, or it's going to tint it purple, and that's okay with me too. Whatever happens, happens. I've learned through my experimental processes that you just, you know, if you're going to do this yourself, you just got to deal with consequences, and that's what I'm doing. I'm fixing one of my earlier mistakes and dealing with the consequences, and this is what it is. So we gonna get started, and I figured I would share that with you and see how this works. We're not gonna mess with the little pump thing, as handy as that is. I got my trusty Dollar Tree Tupperware because nobody wants to use their good Tupperware and ruin it. But this works just fine. I have a lot of hair. When I did my whole entire head, this thing was completely full to the top with all the developer and the dye, and I used every bit of it. For this, with it being conditioner, it's a little bit thicker. I don't lose as much dripping off and everything. So it is a lot more forgiving. I will still use quite a bit, but I'm not going to make up nearly as much as I did for when I dyed it with the developer and chemicals. So I got about that much in there. It doesn't look like a lot, but this is actually a pretty big thing. I might actually, probably just for the sake of not running out, since this is just trying to use up this conditioner anyways. I'll go ahead and add another dollop. I reuse this over and over again. Surprisingly, the Splat barely dyes in the Manic Panic. I just use the same one over and over again. They say it's not good to use your brush, this when mixing, because then you can get like dye, just the solid dye stuck in there, and it won't be consistent. When you put it on your hair, you'll have one streak of just the dye without the conditioner, whatever. This, it looks pretty cool. I don't know if it's going to pick up on camera. No, it looks really, it looks like in the dark, the areas that dried around the edges, it's like a indigo color. In the middle, it almost looks like a deep red burgundy color with purple bubbles. This thing is about a little bit over the way from halfway full. Just gonna give it a stir. This was actually my leftover Manic Panic, the ultraviolet, and then I had maybe like 4 or 5 bottles that were partially of I really wish, I'm going to say it was called Deep Purple, something like that, of the Splat coloring. And then I had bought, it was one of their ombre kits. So it had one of the violet purples, and then it had a smaller of the pink, like a, I don't know, it was like a purpley pink, but very pink. So I ended up just mixing that in here too, because if this is going to fade out, I'd rather it fade out to a lighter, to a pink color versus a green. So I haven't actually used this to see what it's going to fade out to. This was just condensing everything because we were moving. But I love the more indigo blue violet color. I love that more. I think it suits my hair and my complexion and everything better than like a reddish purpley color. But kind of coagulated. But you know, whatever. I'm not perfect. I don't know exactly what I'm doing. All I know is like it. Okay, I got about 3 spoonsful. I can't talk. It's been a very gloomy day for the last couple days, and I'm drinking coffee, but it's not doing anything, and all I want to do is sleep, and I ain't got time for that. So that's what it looks like. Very pretty. So we're gonna see what it looks like. I might end up using this whole thing. Who knows? Ooh. Yes, Gaga. Yes. So pretty. It would be awesome if it actually deposited this color that is coming into my hair. I doubt that. Ooh. Nice. The combination from the Manic Panic and the Splat, they have a very fruity scent to them mixed with the conditioner. Like, I'm digging it. Oh, this color is so pretty. This is definitely not a color I've done in my hair. I mean, a wee bit darker than this. Well, obviously, this has got a lot of conditioner in it, so. Oh, that's so pretty, though. All you blondes out there, you're lucky. I know it's probably a pain in the butt to keep it that nice blonde color, the maintenance of it, all that, but you know how many times it took me to bleach this down here and it's still looking ratchet? Yeah, and I lost a lot of my hair. I had to cut a lot of it off to do that. My hair is just very resistant. This is very pretty. I'm tempted, I might actually just go ahead and add just one more spoonful. I'll keep the rest of this in case, just in case to do like a, what do you call it? Like a tone purple shampoo wash. If it does do purple, or if it's just gonna do a toning blonde color that something to kind of amp it up, or if I missed a spot. I'm keeping some of it, okay? It's a special secret ingredients. Not really, but yes, this is very pretty. It's already been a long day, and it's like, what time is it? Pardon my finger. 12:47. Ouch. I have to leave here at 2:55 to stand in the pickup line. Park in the pickup line to pick up my daughter from school. So, gotta get this show on the road. I was in the pickup line the other day, and I'm just sitting there minding my own business, and all of a sudden there's a dark cloud, and I look over and see some of the older kids that are jogging for gym, some sports that they're doing after school. I don't know. Do this once over one more time real quick. And then all of a sudden the kids were like, oh my gosh, look. And I look over, and there is a skinny but predominant tornado spout. Not quite touching down, but that sucker was like, it was in town. It was literally headed towards us, towards the school. They said that it was just a cold spout, so it didn't actually touch down, and they said that it's very rare that those actually do touch down, but it was still scary nonetheless. And I'm just like, what do I do? Do I sit here? Do I run up to the school like a mad, crazy woman and use my body as a shield for my daughter? Like, what? They ended up locking down the school and not releasing any of the students. Brought them all back into the school off the buses. And then my daughter, she said that it was just a practice, Mommy. We were just practicing. They told them that it was a practice so that they wouldn't panic. But, yeah. So this is just going on my ends. So what I like to do is kind of split my hair in half. And because it is so thick, so that I can work it into all the spots, just take thin sections from either side, flip the other crap back, plop my hand in there, and go to town. But yeah, she said, ooh, I am losing it. But she said that they had her sit in the bathroom and practice her tornado drill. Because this is only she'll be finishing up Friday. This is her 3rd week of kindergarten. They haven't quite had a chance to practice the tornado and fire drills yet. So that was her crash course in practicing. Yeah. So that's what we've been having here. Nothing as bad as what's going on in Texas. Like, I've been watching, I stay away from the news, but been watching like the firsthand videos on Facebook people have been posting, and been following the Louisiana Cajun Navy page. And wow, Like, I commend them. I wish, like, I would love to have been able to go down there and help out. I'm virtually useless, but like, I'm one of those people, like, I feel like if I have the opportunity, like, I would love to be able to help. But yeah, they are doing some awesome things. And oh my goodness, I'm getting a phone call and I have no idea who it is, but ain't nobody I know, so. Ooh, I just got purple up in here. That'll be interesting. Yeah, so the Louisiana Cajun Navy, they're just a group of people, like, they got together during, like, the Louisiana Hurricane Katrina, and they decided that they needed to help again. And thank God for them, because they're actually, and it's not just Louisiana, it's like, that's just the group name that they go under. The original ones are from Louisiana, but they're accepting anybody and everybody from all over the United States. They're coming in to help. And the videos, like, they try to post videos here and there, not any videos of them actually, like, the rescue part, for, I'm sure, privacy for the families, you know. They just went through a traumatic experience. They don't want to be on film for all the world to witness their crying and whatever hardships they're going through. But like, just the route that they have to go, they were going down, I really need to find a better way to do this, but they were on a major highway, and the highway, like, they're having to go down the center median, and on either side, it literally looks like they're just driving in the middle of a river. And like, there's like white capped waves and stuff going over the medians, those like concrete walls or whatever. And like, just the stuff that they're doing, like, it's amazing. But yeah, so a little cold spout here it's nothing. It was scary. I mean, I've been in a few tornadoes. We live here in Indiana. I've been in a few, say there was two that were really close calls. One when I was very young, and we lived in a farmhouse out in the middle of a field, and like, we literally saw like sheds and cows blowing down the street. Ooh, I dripped. And I didn't get my, oh, there we go. Oh, better. And then another one when I was older. Where did it go? Ooh. I really need to start doing this faster. Join that to that one. Bada bing, bada boom. And then the other one was, I was driving at the time, and I got this on my face now too, and my neck. I was driving at the time. Me, my mother, and my daughter, she was actually 3 or 4 months old at the time. And we're driving, and like, the sky was looking crazy. We're like, what's going on? And all of a sudden, all these cars were taking shelter. We ended up having to take shelter in a store. It was a Kmart. And the power went out. Everybody's freaking out. They had flashlights they're pulling off the shelves for us. And come to find out, there was they called it a microburst, I think is what they called it. It came right down the main highway. Luckily didn't take out very many buildings, just knocked over a couple billboards. But I don't believe anybody was injured. Ooh. Well, I was going to say that the conditioner is a little bit thicker mixture than developer, but not this one. This one's a little bit thinner. Go ahead and add that. Blend it up a little bit in case it actually shows anything. I'm rambling. I'm sorry. I guess that's more interesting than me just sitting here and like blah, 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 blah. Or I guess whatever, you know what I mean. But yeah, so I have to pick my daughter up soon. I definitely need to work this out a little bit better. So maybe I got this hair tie here. I'll go ahead and whop, whop. I really need to get some clips, like those claw thingies or whatever. I never bother to, and then I need them though for like these instances. But like to actually just do my hair like in an updo or anything, those things don't hold all my hair. Are you kidding me? I always wanted to when I was younger. It was like a fashion trend or whatever you call it. Were those the big long clippies, and the people would put their hair all up and then they had the little up here. I could never do that because my hair was just too thick. Bummer, right? And now everybody's just like, I love your hair. And I'm like, yeah, well, the grass is always greener on the other side. My hair is a pain in the butt. But you know what? I got sick of it one time and I chopped it all down to a really short angled bob. It was cute until it was like that awkward in-between stage, and it was just too high maintenance for me. And then I started getting like hair envy of other people, like with long hair then. Like I never cared about it before, but then all of a sudden I'm just like, I miss my hair. Like almost felt self-conscious. I was about to say unconscious. Self-conscious around girls that had longer hair than me. And it's stupid, but maybe it's just me. I don't know. I totally want to do like just all my hair because all this red stuff. But, and I don't have another hair tie that I can easily assess. So what we're going to do, flip it over. Oh, look at that. Oh, gosh. Like, I can care less about the Trump comb over here. Just don't let me have purple on my face. Oh, come on. Come on. I really should just let a professional do this, but I can do it myself, okay? I mean, look what that got me. Beautiful hair. Well, at the rate this is going, I look like I'm definitely going to have